Last minute, yeah, Udo Alliance actually secure finally the first Malaysian to get 416 there. Spot out Fnatic in the smoke. Definitely will shoot down a big couple of them. Seems to be connected. Gig Fam taking on Potato at the same time. Now Alter Ego, yeah, chasing the tails of BN United. Gonna be hitting them back in the back as two-way war. Gig Fam UI on the bridge. And the rest of Gig Fam and also BN United taking a bit of a damage dishing towards them.
But this is not the first time that we see Geek Fam doing this. Like, if they know that they have the circle advantage, they will bridge camp. And when they bridge camp, it's the opportunity to get a couple of elimination points in the back. So, not too much of a surprise that Geek Fam is just repeating what the move that gave them success before. Just look at their positioning. Like, Mika is on the left, Yuhai is on that high piece or high part of the bridge, and they pretty much locked down the bridge. Unless they got knocked down, then it's going to be a different issue. But so far, it's been working out for them.
Working out for Boom as well. He's taking on Xaviers, who got them one elimination just now. And now Boom trying to counter fire. Razy not being finished off straight away because of the distance. Lamborghini definitely wants to get closer here. V-Choice on the ground already. Octar brought out Lamborghini, but lucky enough they have a distance in between. Infinity and Uzi, what seems like they are moving the same rotation towards this area of compound as well, but I'm not sure if they want to put their nose into this business too. But Lamborghini definitely have the space and time to just revive their mate while waiting for Boom to not push, hopefully. Newsy happened to be squeezing there in the last minute, only him himself.
That's you. All right, Newsy stealing it away. So the first point for the Infinity is through a steal. That first knockdown was by Xavier, but he happened to be there and, you know, just steal it away. I mean, if you can do that, why not, right? That's just part of the game, and collecting points is the main goal. Logan is sharing the same compound with Boo Boo Hoo. Okay, 3v1. Let's go.
I don't feel like there's going to be a happy ending for Boom. They're losing men here, one by one, taken bit by Xaviers and Infinity. Spot out Boo Boo Hoo with the UMP with the DPS. Now that's a brutal ending for Boo Boo Hoo, but we're not done yet. Newsy, well, Poundbit taking on Kaboom, but Newsy trying to spot the others of Boom on the other end. They don't have Mela, no problem. They still have a couple of nades on the working hands of the other Infinity players. But Pombit spotted a Capone still bleeding out again. He can finish this off. He can see it through. Just finished it, Pombit.
He's using it as a bait. So he's waiting if anyone wants to come and pick him up. So anyway, if he doesn't, he'll still get a point in the back. Unless, of course, someone comes and steals it away. But that leaves Max. I mean, there's nothing much he can do to pick up his teammates. Again, it's BN United Alter Ego from the Camp Alpha Island up until this era. Well, he's still within the Camp Alpha Island, but they are still fighting since the start of the game. Like, somebody give BN United a break.
Infinity now taking on Hexa's Boom, trying to just go away. His DBS! Oh! The shotgun, the spread, the DBS is just... it's just a thing now. But now left Boom with only Octar is running. Trying to save his own life, playing for survival game here, and also don't have much of a first aid to play the healing game as well. You need to compound harping just to be sure he can survive longer with a couple of more first aids, but he couldn't find any.
Yeah, and it's a little bit harder, well, a lot harder, considering that Infinity is like, they're like going around just looking for eliminations. They don't have a care for anything in the world, like whatever is going to happen. And now they're just looking for people to shoot down. Octar could be the next victim. Octar's waiting next compound. He's proning. Logan is searching for him. They know that Octar's around. They're just not sure which compound, but as they go house by house, there's no way that Octar is going to survive this. They're just going to come in left and right, sandwich onto Octar. He gets one knockdown, but that's probably going to be it.
Oh, that's
it.
Wait. Down. This gonna go down really fast. Newsy really low right now. Heal himself with DBS. One tap, that's it.
Wait! Octar,
what the heck?
What?
Infinity!
Wait!
What just happened? 3v1 Octar? How did that happen?
What? I was like like chilling, you know. It's like, yeah, anyway, 3v1, he's done. He's at the corner, but come on. Come on, we saw production. They're like holding their hands on their heads. It's like, wow, what just happened?
God.
What?
He uses DBS for Newsy. He was supposed to be the master of DBS. And it was 1v3 willingly giving away to Boom. So 3 of them being finished off by Infinity, but the entire team finished off by 1 Boom player. Last time it was Yummy. This time it's Okta. What the heck is happening?
I cannot, this one, I cannot. This one must be our head producer not wearing the Infinity jersey, you know.
This gotta be one of the highlights, even the memes. Yeah, come on, guys. That's all the content things.
It is.
Back towards the other teams there.
I cannot.
Surprising ending for Infinity. The first one to be out versus 1 Okta of Boom.
I know, right? I mean, come on, guys. Like, seriously? I have no words to say whatever happened early on. But anyway, gotta give it to Okta. I mean, he's the man of the hour right now. Gotta give it to him. 1v3.
Flashy start of the day.
I know, right?
Incredible start.
God.
Back to the start of Kick Fam and 7-9 on top of Ruins there. You do have, I think it was 7-9's played it quite low before. Alter Ego, that's going to be Okta, and sorry, Boom Okta. Alter Ego, I think it's probably Pombe or Potato left. If I'm not mistaken, no, it's actually Rinalre for Alter Ego. This fighting BN United got crammed in between with other team Gig Fam just now. Bacon time coming up from Sami really late. Well, we have predicted Pioneer before. I'm not sure if it's going to hard shift or not. But it will be on the southern part of Bootcamp. It will be based on the center where Fates already have themselves the compound to work with.
Ooh, okay, too much for the handle. That's it. So it's going to be Red Bull Boy getting the elimination point out of F1. The rest of the Eagles, they are kind of far away. They're not going to pursue. They are like on the other side. So they're just going to chill there. Now they can kind of play a little bit of a gatekeeping, considering they know where Udo Alliance is at. You just need to keep an eye on the other side. So now Udo Alliance may want to try and go through different routes.
For Eagle Esport, we did mention about how much we love their performance recently. Hopefully we didn't compliment them way too early. On the side of FaZe and the Xaviers. Now the Xavier, they're playing a bit more careful than the usual. Now this is not the usual Xaviers that we hope we could actually witness. We do know they have way more aggressiveness on their side. And Tam Entertainment are one of the most teams that are being respected by a lot of the teams out there because of how good they are when it comes to team fights and their CQCs. ASO, sporting out quite far apart from the rest of the team on top of Cave. Might be chances are Corey will be last few circles here, but it depends. It depends.
When you mention his name, you have to mention the full name, okay?
ASO.
Can you not?
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Big fan.
We don't want to get cancelled, you know. Just saying. Yeah. Oh, but hey, look. You wanted some action with Tam Entertainment? You're going to get some here. SLD, the team that you predicted. And they're playing by the outside of the circle. All right.
SLD, though, is going to be just one player here. One. But he whiffed it too much just now. He should have stand first before he sprayed, but he sprayed as he stands. That's giving away a lot of information to the side of the other team, which is going to be Tam Entertainment. That's worse because they are really strong when it comes to their firepower. Map coming up from the flank side. Onsen tossing out the nade at first. It didn't explode and didn't connect. But Onsen really low at the timing. Bevy to try to actually spot out from the flank as well. Umburu still inside. 4 rivals, all 4 men inside. 3 actually. Voki already lost too early on. Gig Fam seems like having a bit of a hike here to spot out on 7-9 Dap, who's having the vintage point, and FT on the other side of a hill. And Yuhai is always going to be the one that actually scouting things out for the side of Gig Fam. Now, Gig Fam have a lot of problem coming into South Asia. I mean, like, their performance in the country finals has been really incredible. Their journey has been brilliant. But when it comes where things really matter in South Asia, things just going really down south.
And speaking about down south, that's where the circle goes. Wow. And FaZe Clan happen to be in it with the compound. So advantage to FaZe Clan, NFT just by the rim, Buriram United on the right with their own compound. So Buriram United, they're going to stop. They're gonna block like what Euro Alliance or Rivals and the Eagles from coming through. For FaZe Clan, they can block the Xavier from coming through. So a lot of gatekeeping will be happening, starting off with Sam9 and GigFam.
Also, Tam Entertainment versus SLD here. They're gonna clash like it or not. Sam9, NFT, and GigFam still having a triangle moment. While Eagle Esport having a go with 4 rivals. Baburu sprayed down on 1. He finished it off straight away. What a nice, clean execution. Sealing off the deal as soon as he can. But back to the side of Eagle Esports. Twanzi having a bit of a problem to see everything through. He's got himself in a crate here on top of Quarry, which is not great if you're down there. And 4 rivals just gonna slowly having a bit of a trade with Eagle. Twanzi finish it off. Oh boy. 4 rivals. This has gone so wrong.
And what's how they look? They shot happy from a
Last play just now. It's gonna be Octa.
Oh!
Oh, that day went really wrong.
Oh, Leo. Oh no. And the name from Buriram from Sky only takes that Olio. My goodness, if only that didn't happen, he could still be alive.
We saw that right on the cam of the observers. Oh no, he got spotted out, but wait. Ripper Boy, Ripper Boy 2v1, but it's just too much now. You do a line, big separator between the walls with the DBS on Name. Name the spot, people. It's just next to Name. It's just the silhouette. Oh. Guy on the ground as well. Shumley gonna be a bit of a trade here. Olio tried to do redemption. It was well worth it. Olio, you know what? You're forgiven.
Wow, okay. They kind of save his face, but now NFT again.
To Bavi a bit more. And Snipes is just next to the side of Tam Entertainment. Just literally 10 to 15 meters away. While FaZe having formed and all went live, Eagle Esport got himself inside of the compound. The only compound. Mika spotted out. Mika can stand. Mika got 2. Mika got 2 freebies in the bag.
In the bag! 8 eliminations now for GigFam! GigFam, currently hot. Batman, oh no, first 8 left. I don't think you make it. Okay, 1 tick left, and there you have it. NFT is out at number 9.
And down to 8 teams here. Quarry, Udo Alliance, FaZe Clan still have a lot of men. Udo Alliance has been performing really good when it comes to Malaysia team. The Xaviers have one more play, but like FaZe train, what a beautiful crispy spray just now by like a finish of GigFam straight away. And now they're down to 7 with dominating again FaZe Clan.
Right, it only took him 1 magazine to take out 2 from GigFam from afar. That's crazy coming from Lycan. But now, SOC will be taken up by the zone, so it looks like Tam Entertainment is out as well. Number 7 for elimination points for them. 7-9, the Xavier bottom playing the healing game together with Bacon Time. 3 teams right now in the zone.
Oh,
Rabbits will be taken now. That's going to be it for the Xavier.
Down to 5 here. You do Alliance and FaZe having the most men to work with. Bacon Time and 7 now only have a solo player. Victorious tried to push forward, but I didn't look keep this so hard. They hardly can actually push in. Thing is for Olio, he needs to move, but he couldn't have enough as 8. Eagle Esport, Namsha and Twanzi. He's gonna get now, but Tony K, bring over, finish up Olio straight away. FaZe, I mean like their spray, like a Tony K, they are incredible.
Last word say there for Adib's likely to be 5th place here for 7-9. Yes, he's just going to give it a go. Whatever that he can, but nothing's in front of him. 7-9, number 5, 4 teams to go.
Udo Alliance slowly trying to exchange fires against FaZe here. But Victoria taken down by Eagle Esport. Twanzi, Udo Alliance also taken by Eagle Esport. Is this going to be Eagle Esports' game here? They got themselves the strongest compound. MR5 left with the side of another player. Tony K there. Udo Alliance, Shamil asking, pleading for help from Adi Clerk, who's cooking up the nade. I couldn't revive his mate yet. It's too open. Twanzi got his eyes on him.
Oh, now the shot's coming in for Twanzi. Tries to connect into Shamil. Tries to secure the elimination point, but can't do so just yet. Adi Luke is still active. Tony K spots on Shamil. Who will get that elimination point out of Shamil? It's either FaZe Clan or Eagle Esports. Tony K is ready to take that home. And Tony K counter fire. And FaZe Clan takes home that second ticket to the for the Southeast Asia Championship against Thailand to open up the day.
It was the same scenario of last time where Eagle Esport almost got them that chicken again. But just, slipped through the fingers and FaZe finished it off. What a nice player. Coming from Turnip, the Leica spray to his kick fan was remarkable. It was so crispy and so precise, very efficient play. But the ending with the MR5 survivors spotted out Eagle Esport, Namche and Tuanzu just now. That was the winning point for them. But regardless, congratulations to FaZe, who's still standing strong when it comes to getting themselves at #1 spot and another team to get themselves 2 chickens right now in the overall league.
I know, right? And even with the chicken dinner, Tony K did superb. We saw those long-range sprays coming in for Tony K. MR5 was incredible as well. That was something. But you know what kind of stole the show away from me in this round is not a baseline chicken dinner, is this. The Octa moment. 1v3 against the Infinity. God City still has like, what, 80% health? Octa shoots, gets it, and then you would expect Newsy with the DBS to push up the jump. Octa should have, 10% health? But Octa wins against Newsy.
I mean, like, that's the biggest, I can't even word it anymore, scuffle that happened. It's going to be treated, that's Infinity, by the way. It's not just random teams or a team that we don't know and never heard about. That's Infinity who won themselves the MRC recently. And that happened. I mean, like, man, something must have gone so wrong just now. But instead of time entertainment, Big Gate keeps so hard, but this Leica spray is just so incredible. He clutched it the entire team of Kick Fam. And also, Udo Alliance, they were a bit too late to get into the circle. But FaZe, it was anybody's game just now. If it's not because of the zone, maybe there's a shot for everybody else, especially Udo Alliance, who's further away. Oh, it was so close of getting it again for Eagle Esport. They haven't landed themselves any chicken yet.
Looking at the highlights, I really like what Tony K, how Tony K's decision making is. It's like he could pick his teammate up, or he could shoot. He chose to shoot first because he knows that he has time to pick his teammate up. So he was really efficient in his decision making. And when he shoots, he secures that elimination point. I mean, he got everything. Another point, another team eliminated, picking out his teammates. Perfect. So Tony K, I can see that his game sense is just on a different level.
Well, they're having a very good start here. Most of the teams that are going to have this sort of momentum, especially FaZe, since yesterday especially, has been in top form. But here comes our total ranking points there for our match 1 of day number 3. Nobody secured themselves double elimination, except for FaZe 9. That's the closest we can get. Also, GigFan with 8 elimination, even though they got only a rank point of 1. But we definitely have a lot of 6 for Eagle Esport and Udo Alliance, and a lot of 4s, 3s, and 2s and 1. The only team that didn't get an elimination in this round is just going to be Sam 9.
And the record for the most eliminations in the single round is still 14. After 11 games, still not broken. Can you believe that? Like, 14 is not like an incredible number. It's okay, but still, it is what it is. Looking at the elimination charts as well, 7-9 is the only team that didn't get a chicken dinner, but Mika, that crawl and kind of like a backstab, that was the highlight moment for this kid.
Oh, he secured a lot of damage output from that particulars, I could say an angle. And I was expecting somebody else. Actually, I was hoping it's going to be Lycan, because how he sprayed Gig Fan players just now, 2 of them in knockdown straight away, and also even, I think we can also well deserving to his Octa Boom.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's supposed to be our MVP, but he couldn't last long enough. But this is not taking the credit away from Mika, but definitely he's one of the formidable players out there. Well, we have triple team with a triple digit here. FaZe, Udo Alliance, Eagle Esport. For the first time, I'm looking at the top 4 with all different flags here.
I know, right? Wow, yeah, you make a good point. It's all different flags. What was interesting as well, because the Infinity went out by Octa with that super clutch, it pushes them down to be the lowest performing Thailand team for now. I mean, even Big in Time overtook them. But with that kind of game as well, TBD they didn't play naturally. They would sit down a little bit. Xavier they played, so they went up. PN United still somewhere down there despite them playing, so there's still a lot of work for them to do. But on top, FaZe Clan currently at the throne, and they are pulling away 25 points difference now.
And also the tie at second, third place just shows that how tight the race is right now, with NFT closely behind. Talking about Buram got themselves chicken double, two of them, but they're not consistent enough if you compare with the other teams, especially in this case it's going to be FaZe. They are placing themselves at 7, so it just shows that FaZe have the most consistent when it comes to their performance. Even though they got one of the latest team that hit 4 ties, they're getting themselves that chicken. But we're going to recap again what really happened just now. We do know for a fact that the circle was quite generous in the sense of not really covering a lot of Cam Alpha, but a lot of fights happening in Cam Alpha because there's 3 teams sharing it first. But FaZe taking bootcamp definitely one of the most convenient, and also a lot of loot coming up from that way. Not much income beating them on bootcamp this time.
Bacon time, they had the healing game meta in the pocket. Just look at their movement. They're not interested to get into the circle. They're like, first timing, it's always the healing game plays. And then just look at their movement again. They're just going from small compound to small compound, and then maybe going in for the bigger ones to see what's left. And they're just collecting first aids, so that's why they kind of lasted from the outside zone till in.
This is one of the clutch coming up from Eagle Esport, honestly. They should have lost that one, but 4 rivals lost against them, even though they got the high ground. And they still managed to survive till the end. That's a huge feat coming from Eagle Esport, honestly. But Tam Entertainment and SLD, Tam basically just gatekeep SLD. And Sam9, you know what, I finish off by FaZe. Xavier's also the one of the team that's trying to play in their blue zone, which they don't have enough utilities. And this is one of the things that we should also mention about. Utilize is actually the furthest away from the circle, but they managed to almost secure a chicken. But I still have to say a lot of the teams, especially aside from FaZe, Utilize and Eagle Esport, they should have gone down earlier based on their before or the previous or earlier attempts of fights before. I mean, they should not have won based on that sort of circumstances, but they made it anyway. It just shows how good they are when it comes to outmaneuvering their opponents in a very close quarter combat.
Especially the Utilize one, the one that Leo had a little bit of a iffy moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess he owes it to
the off-angle grenade time.
Yeah, that thingy. But he owes it to his teammates to actually, cover him back up, and they want to fight against Buram. And of course, Buram, like what you said, right, it's not one of those regular teams. They're the team the first team to get the double chicken dinner, so they definitely showed their statement inside of a PFPSC championship. But anyway, there was a great fight, a lot of amazing moments inside our first game of sign-off, and high teams still hot.
That's kind of true. But nevertheless, I'm loving how the top 4 right now is all different regions all the way. We might gonna have a different head-to-head this time, which is gonna be between Boom, Octa. We saw how well this guy just got the entire of Infinity just now with M416 only. And Gig Fam Mika managed to go for the head-to-head with a very similar pattern when it comes to their performance.
You know what? Octa actually has, like, based on that data, he has like a better stat. So I guess it's just really down to like who survived the longest. But anyway, if they were on par, Octa would definitely be the MVP for that round. But here are our team to focus for Burama. So out of this, again, 2 of them from Thailand, 2 of them from Vietnam. We got SLD, the Eagles, and from Thailand, Vampire, as well as FaZe Clan. This will be a very interesting one because I think Miramar is one of those rounds that Thailand does well.
True. And it's going to be Group A, B, C, and D. We don't have Group E this time. Gig Fam, Boom, Bacon Time, and SLD will be resting it out for a bit now. Eyes onto the side of Eagle Esport and also SLD here, and also FaZe as well as Bacon Time, I think. Just now, no, Bacon Time is not playing. And so back to the side of FaZe, right? I mean, like, if they can secure one more chicken here, that would be incredible. They definitely will solidify their standings when it comes to overall. But we do have Vampires this time. In the previous match, Vampires didn't play, right?
Yeah, the Vampires, they took a break the previous round, so they're looking to start this hot and fast. DVD as well. Yesterday wasn't their day. If you remember, their first game was 1 minute and 12 seconds, and that's about it. So hopefully this round it will last them a little bit longer. Expect so because of its Miramar. Lots more places to play.
You mentioned about DBD. I mean, like, yes, we do know DBD is in the tournament, but I don't feel their presence at all. We don't feel like they're there. There's never a moment for DBD because every single time we hover around, either them being finished off or they're just running away.
Sure, I can't deny that. Yeah, we haven't seen like, back in the day during the PMBR and YCPH, we got Jimmy moments, and then at some point you got like a couple of highlight moments, the Nate and all that, but we haven't seen it much. But what we'll be seeing very, very soon is, of course, today's already the 30th of September. That means tomorrow is October, so keep an eye on the game, whereby the PubG X World War I collaboration will be launched in October. Now, will it be exactly 1st of October? We don't know, right? It just says October, but keep an eye in game, and you never know if there's an early bird special.
Yep, boy. It's gonna be one of the collaboration we're waiting for. We have no clue what the cosmetics or whatever it is, even if it's not cosmetic, I don't know what it is, but maybe something else. Maybe a voice pack, maybe a bag, like you mentioned before, Cloud, and maybe even a vehicle, like a cute one. I have no clue. We all have to wait for tomorrow. But also, today is not Wednesday, but it's going to be next Wednesday for you guys to log into your PubG Mobile, where the new leaderboard for the phase 2 of Rabu Padu already launched. And this is going to last until 31st of October 2022. So be sure, hashtag with Rabu Padu Menang Selalu, so you guys can have a shot at winning more prizes there. And also get yourself the Classic Cooper crate, because you know what? This is the only month that you can actually have where Wednesdays will be a blasting for most of us.
Yeah, 31st October is the last day for the Rabu Padu, so you don't want to miss out on this. Only like what? 4 more Wednesdays. I need to look at my calendar again. Maybe 4, maybe 5. 4 more Wednesdays in average for you guys to earn that double point inside on the Rabu Padu ladder. How should I call it? Ladder rankings. Yeah, for you guys to earn freebies inside the game. And of course, don't forget, if you happen to do content for Rabu Padu, you can hashtag Rabu Padu Menang Selalu, but you can also hashtag Be The One, and who knows, you could be featured on one of our social medias.
True. I really want to be famous. But back towards Miramar after this, definitely we have a lot to think about when it comes to, I sort of sense sort of a pattern here. When it comes to Sunhawk, so far it's all been Thai teams getting the first Sunhawk of the day, okay? We're just going to have to face the fact for now. Infinity, day 1, day 2 is Buram, day 3 is FaZe. But when it comes to Miramar, it's more towards the Vietnam and also the Thais. But when it comes to Wrangler, it's more towards the Indonesian teams that's actually quite strong.
Yeah. They're more like they generally perform well in Wrangler, right? For the Indonesian teams. But let's see if anything changes today. It's because like the first 2 Irregulars it was Indonesia, and then yesterday it was one Thailand, Buram, one Thailand, and one Malaysia, Judo Alliance. So they kind of like have that split there. So on an average, Indonesia has been doing very, very well in terms of their Ranko. But for Miramar, it is still the Thais.
That's kind of true. And we did have Boom and the first day getting that chicken dinner in Miramar and SLD. But yesterday, pretty much a whole day for the entirety of the Thais there. So we're definitely looking for the performance of the other teams. They need to step up their game here right now because they don't have any more time when it comes to week number 1. Yes, we have 3 weeks, but the problem is there's only 3 weeks where you can gather your bonus points to drag into as the Grand Finals initial points. So they cannot miss that for the teams, especially those in the second page. We're talking about these Xaviers as the last in the overall ranking, which is quite a rare sight, who shouldn't have been there in the first place. Like BN United, they are doing way better than these Xaviers, despite they did a lot. I mean, like, let's face the fact, not many people put a lot of trust or expectations for BN United, but they show us way more than what these Xaviers can sing is for DVD.
Yeah, they are. I mean, BN United, despite them maybe a little bit unlucky, right? Let's call it this way. But they did show like they want one nice compound fight in one of the Irango games, I believe was like yesterday or so. And that just shows that the effort in doing it, rather than like Xavier, they seem to be doing a couple of clear mistakes, getting a sandwich in a situation where it's not favorable to them and all that. So they definitely need to buck up. But yeah, right now DBD as well, like what you said, we hardly see them. They need to come up with something as well. Like where were the moments of like the Jimmy Nay or those Jimmy clutches or like Yen putting out a good performance in the PMP and YGPH? We don't see that anymore. So DBD is definitely looking to just do something, basically. Just do something.
You know, there's two teams who feels very invisible right now from my side. It's going to be one of it DBD, definitely. And one more is going to be GDGIDS. You know, it's so hard to see these guys on the map here. We're talking about, I don't know, it feels they just lost in translation or something. It's just they're never there. And even Box Gaming, I mean, like, we did actually have a glimpse of Box Gaming sometime, but not so much. It's still visible for us. But the stuff of DBD, if you compare DBD and GDGIDS, DBD is way more invisible because I just couldn't see them anywhere in any map. And then like, are they even here? You know, are they not waking up and they're still in the slumber because I'm waiting for their performance where, yes, some teams are adapting quite late, but we do know when it comes to just the last week to push everything off, it's not going to be enough because the maximum you can gain for 1 week is just 20 points, that's it.
Oh, let's see our prediction for the next round. So it's going to be Alter Ego and Tem Entertainment. Now, we did talk about how good the Thai teams are in Mirama, so I kind of like your prediction, frankly speaking.
And also Tem Entertainment, like Tem and also Bacon Time, the only two ties that haven't secured themselves a chicken wing. The only two ties that haven't secured a chicken wing.
Yeah, it's only two left and you predicted Tem, so yeah. I mean if they get it then it's going to be only Bacon Time left. So I like a prediction. Alter Ego on the other hand, well, if they do get a chicken dinner, it's through a little bit of a passive gameplay. They like to take those long rotations, try to evade fights very, very early on. So it kind of depends on the circuit then with enough space to play with. But yeah, I kind of like that today. Can I change now? Or is it too late?
Just now it was outside.
Stuff is an individual. He can play with anyone. He can play with different kind of tactics, different kind of play style, gameplay and all that, and still win something. So we can see that he's one of the pinnacle, probably unsung heroes as well as NFT. Or maybe they operate as a team, so you don't really have that one guy that really stands out. But it's a team effort at the end of the day. Now, Mirama, let's remember, it's a ties map. Will they be doing it again? Let's go! Mirama.
Into the biggest map of PubG Mobile we go, starting off our second match of the day of Dynamite Week 1 here, Mirama. And now we're looking over this, the flight path. Definitely we're waiting for the circle. The circle in Mirama has been really incredible. I mean, like crazy incredible for us viewers, not for the players. Weather boys are up to La Brilela. Now we've seen this kind of flight path quite a lot these days. Like, it's either all the way down south or all the way up north sort of flight path. So maybe the circle sometimes will be on top of a lot of Chumansera area these days. Time, and not really, Bacon Time is not playing here, right? No,
Yes.
it's going to be 4 rivals taking this one with DBD. I do want to see more of DBD, honestly speaking. I mean, like, I'm okay with whatever standings you are at right now for the teams. But I don't want that point gap, it's just too big, you know. Right now, if you compare with the 20th place, it's 20. And you compare with number 1, it's 128. It's 100 points different. I mean, like, it should be a close gap, not this far.
If you're number 20, I mean, how close would you expect?
I mean, like, at least in the 40s or the 30s would be great. I mean, at least the 40s.
Right. Okay. But oh wow, okay. Our production just had to allow us to relieve the moment of that. We just take a moment to see that again.
This is just...
Yeah, just enjoy the game. There you go. Right.
He didn't even heal himself. He didn't even reset. It was an M416. It wasn't even a DBS. Music got the DBS.
Yeah, he had nothing. He didn't even have a bandage on him to heal up. So it depended on whatever life that he has left. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, like, we can just like replay that again and again, and it's just beautiful for Octa.
It's beautiful for Octa, but it's really not looking pretty for the side of Infinity. There was something that shouldn't been done by a team of that tier, that sort of statue to be played right around there. It shouldn't be done like that. It's so hard for us to see Infinity make mistakes, but for the past 2 days, it has been too obvious now.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like day one they were like super hard. Of course, PMRC they were super duper hard. Day one they were like game one was super hard, and then after that was like okay. Day two was a little bit mild, and first game today was kind of cold. I mean they got 3 points in the bag, that's fine, but I mean it's not the Infinity that everyone expects, right?
What you guys expect is going to be PMCC 2022. If you want to join in, just register right now with the scan of a QR code. And also, just to notify you guys again, this is not, how do I explain this? This is not just within your same institution. You know, you can actually mix and match with other institutions. As long as you're 16 years and above, you're a student, you can actually be a pro player one day.
Yeah, so you can team up with your friends in case you have any. You know, sometimes they have this
If you have
varsity
any.
event. Well, of course, yeah, if you have any. Like, frankly speaking, when I was studying in college or uni, I didn't know anyone else from other unis.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, at least.
We're the reverse then.
Sorry?
We're the reverse. I kind of
okay.
know a lot of people from other unis in
All
other
right,
countries.
okay. I'm so antisocial. Now I know.
You know what? For me, I know a lot of other players, other friends from games actually.
Oh.
Yeah, we actually joined in tournaments like in Europe that time. But back to the game. Face spotted Infinity. Oh,
Bye-bye.
Newsy. Infinity is like, I don't know, things just really not working out quite right for them today. Everything just goes so wrong.
Yeah, it feels like they're losing steam. Like, they used to be up there after game one, and then it just goes all the way down. I don't know. Is it like motivation, or is it like something's just wrong with Infinity? I need more games. I need to see more games for them just to come up with a hypothesis of what might be happening.
Feels like they need more challenge here. They need to face their downside and face the bottom of everything, so they can push themselves even further. Maybe something like that. Got of motivation. Sam nice spotted out on face, spraying over towards the side of Ventorius. That taking down Ventorius on his knees. Adip and the rest of Sam Nine slowly start to push in here. Hans spraying over MR5 was trying to save his mate, but the problem is Victorious in the center. It's quite far. Oh, MR5! Putra, what a nice tap just down with the Scar Air from quite a distance, and managed to take 2 down on their knees for FaZe here. FaZe down to 2 men. MR5 finish off straight away. Turnip and Lycan have to do the job by themselves.
Wow, I am surprised. I mean, okay, that long range knockdown onto MR5, that was the key towards Sam9 actually winning this. Now with FaZe Clan having only Lycan and Tony K, they're not going to risk this anymore. They're just going to bail this and hang on for positioning points. But they could still like steal elimination points away. It's just that it's not going to be as easy as having a full squad for sure. At least Tony K and Lycan, they both have their own vehicles, so they'll be okay for now to make that rotation. But we move over to Yudu Alliance. It looks like it's going to be on Tem Entertainment as SO Zip might be shot down, but nope, I did look. Failed to do so, can't get through the bus.
Again, just to remind you guys to scan now. While Yudu Alliance try to boost himself up. Tem Entertainment and taking their grounds to spread even further, or even try to get another compound to work with. Now FaZe losing 2 men quite early on, while DBD taking the blue zone. Do have Infinity lost Newsy quite from the start, while the others still rotating. No more clashing happening right now. Next couple of minutes, definitely we'll have a second or third clash after the second phase is commencing. But on the side of Buriram, a lot of them try to get as much loot as possible and try to get themselves the prime spot, the high grounds. We're talking about Mirama here. Definitely a compulsory thing to do, to get yourself vehicles and get into the high ground. It's always about the terrain, Mirama.
Yeah, I mean, in Mirama, definitely, it's like 200% must-have vehicles. If you don't, like, there's something wrong, really. Like, nobody plays competitive Miramar just like running through the entire map. It's like you're the total opposite of Sanhok. So vehicles definitely will be a priority. And what kind of vehicles as well plays a big role. So normally it's either the buggy because it has a lot of speed. If not, it's the minibus that you can use as a what do you call that? As a barrier. Yeah, towards the later stage of the game. So those are some of the options. Buggy, of course, is the best for scouters because they want to move as fast as possible. They don't want to evade fights and stuff like that. So that's why we always see a buggy for sure. But for the rest of the vehicles, I guess it can be kind of optional.
And here comes an option in the center of Warzone. No! Oh man, there's so many accidents happening in this Miramar. There's going to be a free execution and free eliminations for Potato. That was right in the line of sight. Oh, Eagle Esport. They lost too early of a man there. On top of Ladrilera. Well, we do have St. Martin for the next round of Circle. On top of Montenegro, whoever got the airdrop just now was, I think, a great day to start with. 4 rivals might bomb into Bururang and DBD coming in from the right side. But the one almost exploded their vehicle is going to be Infinity Logan on the run here against a lot of teams, including FaZe, Xavier, and 79. But it's just going to get into the center as much as they can, but it's just too much at risk for sort of Infinity.
Oh, I'm worried there for Logan. He smoked that vehicle. Oh, okay, there you go. I mean, Gatuni and Mela wanting to go for him. No, it's not a good choice. Sam 9 can gun them down, so both of them may want to get out of this sticky situation. The good news is that they're currently in the circle, but it's going to be a bit tough as they move from area to area. We have Sam 9 on one side, we have Ravis on the other side from the Xavier. Gatuni had to bail this, and Logan confirmed elimination for Sam 9. That's going to be their, I believe it's going to be the second elimination so far. No, they got a third one. Yeah, that's going to be number 3.
For Sam 9, definitely having a good run here with the Xaviers next for their target. Spotted on Lamborghini and Rabies on the other end. FaZe coming up from the left side of that pair.
Oh!
And Infinity taken out by Lamborghini. Infinity did pick down like flies one by one. Who'd have thought Infinity caught himself in a corner like this within just the first week?
Yeah, it feels like they are like running around like headless chickens at this moment. It's like they don't know where to go. They're trying to find areas where they can park themselves, but everywhere they go, there's teams. I mean, like places like Power Grid, if this is a common drop spot, a common hangout area or checkpoint for Sam 9, if you kind of did your homework and by this time, it definitely, very, very likely Sam 9 will be in this compound with this kind of circle. So it's hard to just go crashing into Power Grid. And another hot area is this high ground just left of Hacienda. It's still kind of okay. But speaking about high grounds, this kind of circle, I think that one of the prime positions is the high ground just right side of Power Grid. I expect to have a couple of teams there as well.
But wait, fire shot. So it's the side of GDGIDS. Nisil from afar. Olio pushing in as the front liner for the rest of the team also. Being IGL himself, tried to call the shots there. Olio with a UMP in his hand. Spotted out Nisil from afar, but Daybot waiting on the flank side. With M416 there. They have to be extra careful because any time now somebody can pop up on their right side for you, the Lions. They don't want that to happen because that's the case mostly for these guys where you are too busy shooting and the gunfire shot will attract the other players. You know what? They want to go for the hunt. So they're hunting for sounds and that sound will be their compass of direction where to go. So that's how they're rotating towards the center of the circle for these guys mostly. Power Grid will be still in the circle. Circle just popped just now. But Eagle Esport at the foot of the mountain with Empire's Ravenclaw on top of it. Well, they are guarding this place for a bit more time with Tam Entertainment Baby on the other side. Well, it's going to be a bit of a gatekeeping game.
Okay, let's see. Gatekeeping Ravenclaw on the outside of the circle. Yeah, he can wait for Eagles to come out. He kind of knows that. Okay, as you can see here, Chua is going to reveal himself. Ravenclaw scopes out. As long as he doesn't get counterfire upon, he'll be fine. But Sam 9, not that fine against Burium United.
That's really low right now. Sky Look at how saturated the pool is right now. It's just too much play on top of St. Martin. The Lions coming in very late. Alter Ego is coming up on the left side, the furthest away. But will be guarded by these Xaviers, and Infinity Miller just squeezed in the last minute. Not sure how much he can stay there for a bit more, maybe. Hopefully he can actually survive to the end, but there's too many teams in the center. We're talking about where 7-9 is fighting here, as well as all the others of PubG Gaming, FaZe, VN United, all of them right on top of St. Martin, which is quite an urban place to have a bit of a war.
Yeah. A lot of high grounds around this area, like the bottom of St. Martin, the left side has seen a lot of high grounds to play with. It now depends on which high ground that you can, number one. Number two is you choose to be at. And by this kind of timing, you can expect that all the key high grounds would have been taken up by a single team. Now that leaves the rest of them. Where are they going to go? They can go inside the compound of Hacienda, they can go inside St. Martin, and that can be some of the secondary options that's still pretty okay in this kind of circle.
True. It's all down to positioning here. Definitely whoever comes in first would get the prime spot. Here comes spray from GDGIDS, Alan Esso zip on the ground, Eagle Esport fighting Udo Lions, Adeglu cooking up the nade, above smokes and Choice cooking up the other nade as well, Tunzi doing the same thing, but nade clip just a tiny bit on Eagle Esport, Udo Lions, Olio is really low right now, Shamil trying to backfire that, but we do have those on the high ground. Tam Entertainment taken down by the side of GDGIDS, but we do have eyes watching, which is going to be Ravenclaw. He can actually put his nose in this business.
Ooh, Shamil with his own nade onto the other side. And Shamil, wow! One nade onto Chua takes him out. Shamil! What a nade that was, but Ravenclaw's going to steal it away.
I'm waiting just this to happen. Now get another one. Ravenclaw is just having the best day of his life. Thanksgiving for Ravenclaw, and look at that! He got one more, easily! Nobody spotted him out yet, and he just barely making into the circle. But you know what? Fun times is over. He needs to get into the circle first.
Yeah, I feel like the blue do its work, but anyway, even if it doesn't, the priority is to survive, because it's a survival game. Now, Ravenclaw confirm elimination onto Shamir. There's going to be another point in the back there for the Vampires. And Vampires, they are in the running to chance for the number one spot. 1Z will be taken up by the zone. So that means the Eagles now down to a solo single one player.
There goes, coming up, I did look. By the rage there. Moving forward to the side of Eagle East spot, F1. On top of Power Grid right now.
Oh, calm down.
Alter Ego on the other end. The rest of Alter Ego just joining. And after he got himself a couple of compounds to work with Brewer trying to dominate this area as well. BN United on the other end. Infinity Miller. Oh man. Feels bad looking at the whole cavalry is just slowly swarming towards the side of Miller. Yep. Got Buffalo on the ground removed. And the rest of them, Miller still can secure one here. They can do a 1v4 if he wants to. We've seen that a lot recently.
Oh, but looks like it's going to South Swabel. Okay, it's a bit tough, but Swabel was a little bit smart to use those corners to save himself. So he'll be picked up by his teammate. Mela tried to find a good angle. The door is closed though, so that's not going to help him. Now NFP knows exactly where he is. They'll just charge in. And Mela will be out again the second time in a row. The first team to be out. Who would have thought it's the Infinity?
Again. But Vampires, now, before this, it was Ravenclaw and Fluke of getting a lot of eliminations on the kill fit, while the Alter Ego, shooting from afar, being the third party about the teams that having a bit of a war zone in the center of the crossfire. Power Grid, we do have Eagle Esport F1 coming up from behind, which could have been backstabbing Alter Ego all the way, but they have to face against Udo Alliance at the same time. F1, I'm not sure how much first aid he actually secured himself, but this time it's going to be painful as the Blue Zone will burn quite a number of HP at the fourth phase here.
Oh, somehow Ravenclaw has been nailed down by Alter Ego. That's pretty interesting, considering that he was moving from the high grounds back to his team, but got caught out somehow. Now, inside this compound, okay, we're going back to the outside of the compound. We have Ade Luke, 1v1 against Renauri. Renauri goes down. Ade Luke secures 2 elimination points back-to-back for Udo Alliance, but he's not done yet as Forbit bumps into the Vampires. Vampires takes him out. Ravenclaw will be saved.
He clutched for Udo Alliance just now.
Yeah.
He was alone for Ade Luke, but he's not done yet. He can actually clutch one more team here. Stone putting up the smokes all over the place just to make sure that everything's covered for their back end. But at the same time, F1 is still there. But we're talking about face next against Box Gaming with Vampires in between there. It's going to be a really tough call for Look to cut across. There's so many teams just to have to challenge first. GDG IDS taking on Mormon from Tam Entertainment. Look slowly coming into Tam Entertainment, taking on Stills and GDG IDS. Look still not being spotted out, but still to hop onto his vehicle. Lycan onto a side of Look. He spotted out Look just now. FaZe Clan in the center of St. Martin. But we do have a lot of team covering themselves around the corner. And Look still not spotted out. Vampires next! My god, this one Look is just really going all out here.
Yeah, he moved faster than the Vampires. That's why he had that little bit of an advantage being in front. So he took that closely and he managed to secure another elimination point out on the Vampires. Now Vampires...
There's no way for them to get themselves chicken this time. And I'm done with Tam Entertainment for now. Oh, my predictions again. GDG IDS, they can actually have themselves a bit of an upgrade of Lig before going into the next phase of the circle or the next World War. BN United now circling around 4 rivals with also DBD the other end.
Oh, Vampires start to move into the compound, but looks like one of the Vampire players, Ravenclaw, will be taken out by Tiger. Tiger taken out Ravenclaw. Mighty P. Spawns out Blue Cave on the other side. Blue Cave doesn't represent how his vehicle blown up to pieces, but Blue Cave managed to get away.
Vampires has just got a minor victory before, now down to one person because the timing getting in the center is just not quite the wisest choice that time. Buram name cooking up the nade. Trying to spot on Fluker. I think he saw at the back end of Fluker. He saw his legs just now. While DBD, Jimmy and Echo tried to find a different angle to approach this fight. We talk about Buram 79. These Davis have FaZe and Box Gaming having a go. Buram taking on Lot Harm. And now Ardix fling around the corner, trying to revive his mate with a mini 40 scouting things out. But GDG IDS might actually walk into at the same time here as well. While we're looking over the teams that don't have covers or don't have buildings for themselves, might actually not having a lot of problem here because you know what, they can actually have a wider view than those actually inside of the building.
It's likely we're going to have a urban warfare finale. Looking at this current phase of the circle, we can expect teams to kind of chill. Everyone's trying to find their own area, and when the circle closes in, it will be just all-out warfare non-stop. Now we're going to start off with Putron to the high ground where GDGIDS is at. GDGIDS, they'll be having a problem of coming down. Where are you going to go from here? Hopefully they have a vehicle at least.
Yeah, actually slowly climb down. But BN United spotted out Boom and Daybot. Now, never mind. I have a feeling. Now, too many eyes on the side of GDGIDS. Feels like they're going to be stuck up there quite a bit. Well, NFT spotted out on DBD. BN United the other end. They are not engaging yet, but very soon enough, definitely. NFT Batman just going to give it a go against the side of DBD. Well, Buram, Kangzo, just next to Box Gaming. It's so saturated right now in the center because so many buildings there.
Yeah, and this is the reality of urban warfare. If we see it happening in the 6, 7, 8 phase of the circle, this is how it'll be. Everyone's going to have their own building for now, and as the circle closes in, if you're unlucky to not get the circle, you need to move out of your building, and that's when you'll be exposed. For those already in their own buildings, they just need to focus on defending it.
4 rivals, back to its side of FaZe. GDGIDS managed to get back on their feet here, but definitely a lot of eyes attracted towards their side because they are the ones actually on the high ground. But Alan spotted out on Tony K with Empires taking on this side of DBD. Well, there's going to be a bit of a counter fire. Buram is going to be a 3-way war, but Empires being eliminated next. While Buram's shooting downwards, we have 4 rivals taking the high ground fight with GDGIDS from afar. 7 now with GDGIDS. There's too many eyes towards GDGIDS. But the ones actually moving is going to be NFT. Straight into the layer of Buram with the Xavier's eyeing them out.
Oh, Batman went straight in. He knows how to use the compound to his advantage. Ramos will be the next one to go out. Been taken out. And now Tony K needed down by Soas. Tony K. Oh no, the Starman. For FaZe Clan. Now FaZe Clan is down to the last man.
Buffel. Revive instead of Batman. Oh, Batman. No, barbecue!
No. What? Oh,
Batman,
okay.
he still can heal himself. He can work things right. Oh boy, NFT really kind of stuck in the rut there. 7-9 coming up very late on the corner. But Buram finish off DBD Yen just now. It's actually just knocking down. Sky just gonna share the wall with another DVD player. Zig's being shut down, but the one that's actually just kneeling off him is gonna be right across Sky only. It's gonna be Yen. Here comes Neem, trying to actually do a bit wonders, but Zig trying to save his mate there, playing around, ring around the Rosie, and Zig spotted out. Sky! Actually being knocked down fast! But close enough. DVD still eliminated next. But we have BN United versus 4 rivals on the run right now.
Oh, silence on the outside of the compound. April on the inside of it. April waiting for the right moment. But Buru being down by Capone. At the same time, Kenzo gets one for himself as well. Volky together with April. The duo is going to do it to the end. Volky on the left, April on the right. Zuno is trying to go up. He doesn't know. April just in front of April. Knocks down Zuno. BN United. They're being counter fireball. Volky's waiting for the right timing. April is fading. The Volky goes down.
Capone spotted out Volky at the back line. Now Matt's going to finish it off, and now down to April. Can April clutch this? It's going to be 3v1 here with Silence slowly closing in. April with a UMP only tries to work wonders with this. There's going to be a jump shot coming up from the side of BN United. But April covered by the tree. But we're looking over 7-9 on the other end. Also fighting against Box Gaming. But Capone, April, is being surrounded. How can he get out from this?
Oh, April moves to the second floor, but now we move forward to NMT versus Buriram United. So Bell will be taken out by Buriram United. Buriram United, once they reset, they still maintain a full squad. They have 10 elimination points in the bag. The Xavier, they're currently in the circle as well. Look who's unstoppable. Again, it's Buriram.
Now 4 rivals, April to get clutch this one. So close it so far. Now he's got himself one more. Max finally finished off 4 rivals. April, the longest fight against 1v3, but these Xaviers knocking on Havatoya. It's going to be Buriram knocking on their door. They're on the ground. And Frankie on the ground. So it's going to be a bit of a trade here. It's going to be the rush coming up from Buriram. Trying to drop the entire team out of the Xavier. Big Choi out. Down to last player. Xavier. And there's going to be a nade. Oh my god, the entire thing. Lamborghini coming up from the flank side. Last player left from the side of the Xavier.
Oh, Lamborghini now the last man standing. 1v4. Lamborghini goes down, but just too much for him to handle. And Buriram United wins the fight. 13 elimination points right now for them. And they still are the only team in the full squad.
BN United, I'm loving this. They're showing us a different side of them entirely. They have the drive to get themselves a better placement this time with Max and Capone trying to circle on back to Box Gaming being discovered by Max there. While Buriram still have 4 men, they got them as advantage. I'm not sure how about Lycan to cross over that open route, but Buriram definitely have this in the back. I mean, like, no way they can lose this one, right?
Yeah, come on. It's going to be tough for Buriram to lose this one. It's a matter of how many points they can get. Now they have 13 eliminations. They can't even break the record set so far. 14 is the number to beat. The nade onto the other side. Capone goes down immediately. The moment he got picked up, Keiso with the jump shot. Keiso eliminates them all. And now 15 is the number. The record is currently set. Benzu coming from behind. Benzu 1v3. DC Benzu. Big counter fireball. Benzu from Box Gaming is out.
Out to face, it's gonna be Lycan. We definitely can see where this is going, but Buriram, this is gonna be their third chicken for just the first week here. And they might actually take over FaZe in number 1 spot, as FaZe Lycan, the last remaining member, cannot do much. This is gonna be also the first elimination, reaching 17 points there, breaking off by the side of Buriram.
Yeah, I mean, like, as amazing as a player he is, 1v4 against, okay, gets 1, can he get more? Counterfire point, 80% health left, but Lycan secures an elimination point at least before he goes down. But the number to beat now, the new record, is 16 eliminations for Buriram.
That's a number that we all want to see. Still no 20s, but definitely a new record done by the side of Buriram with a third chicken in within 3 days. Wow, what a nice game here. We're talking about yesterday where they start coming up really strong for Buriram. Double chicken yesterday and now ended up with a third here. definitely all they need to do is just having the consistency of every single game. They can easily secure #1 spot.
Yeah, I mean, they are definitely challenging for that top spot, without a doubt. FaZe Clan, however, because they still survived the second place finish, so they're still kind of okay. They had a 25-point gap with #2, so they could still be at #1 after this. But no doubt Burram will be challenging them for that top spot. I mean, Burram, the first team to get a 2 chicken dinners. Now they're the first team to get 3 chicken dinners, and they also broken the previous record with 16 eliminations right now. Burram, I mean, Umi Kengko is the experienced C player, and they are making it like, they've been around for a while.
Kind of true. I mean, like, the way they actually push themselves in the fight just now, it was incredible. You can see how organized, how they move in unison, and how disciplined they were when it comes to calling out the shot as the entire team, and how they play their teamwork right. They didn't work, and they moved as a team. You can feel like they are moving as a team. It doesn't feel like they are sort of organized or whatsoever. There's rarely in the case where Burram leaving one man behind or something like this. It's always moving as a 4. And the way they actually approach towards the fight is going to be 2 different angles entirely. It was really smart. It was what we expected a team to do. Coming out, like example, Infinity, but Infinity really losing it today.
Well, at least it's still, again, another Thai team.
That's
Getting
true.
the chicken dinner. Right. Can we go like all 5 Thai teams today? Like yesterday it was almost, but today can we go all 5? Keep your eyes on that. It's just even the second place is FaZe Clan. You can't think about it.
I have a feeling it might end up like a half team here. We're talking about maybe Vietnam, maybe gonna get the next one, or even Indonesia, which has been very quiet the past 2 days. But Box Gaming also have been stepping up their match and game, including BN United. Burram secured 17 eliminations, the highest so far. The only team secured double-digit eliminations as well, because other than that, it's going to be Vampires with 7. That's it. That's the highest they get. It's like 10-point difference just by eliminations there.
Yeah, so, okay, 17 is the number to beat now. They're holding the record now. The Infinity. Well, if anyone told me that, well, the Infinity gets 0 points while everyone else at least gets something, I'll bite your head off, but wow, 2 rounds in a row, the Infinity, the first team to go out. They're lucky that the first round they got a couple of elimination points, so they got 3 points. But this round, nothing at all, 0 for the Infinity.
But for the side of FaZe, they just got themselves chicken today earlier. Now they landed themselves in the second place. Now that's consistency. I mean, like, if that's not, I don't know what else to say. But Dizave is working quite okay this time as well. But I'm loving how Tiger X now being the MVP. It's so hard for us to get Burram players, but Tiger X definitely with 1,000 over damage dished out and 8 eliminations. Now that's a big contribution. I think most of it by grenades as well, because the longest elimination distance was 90. That just shows that this sort of damage output usually done by hand grenades.
Yeah, and it's also that the urban warfare helps as well. So everyone was like really close in the same building and all that. Definitely contributed to those numbers. The amount of damage dished out. I think this is kind of like the record right now, if I'm not mistaken. But he's kind of close to the top. Right?
Yeah, one of the highest elimination and damage output. But when it comes to the scoreboard here, definitely been pushed down by Burram. A lot of teams are climbing down the hill back. FaZe still standing at #1 with 30 points, 3-0. 30 points difference. That's quite a gap between Burram and FaZe still. But you realize just a couple of points away difference. It's going to be like around 6 points there, or 6 to 7 points. I mean, make it 8. But back towards Eagle Esports, they are the only Vietnam team on the first page. Same goes for the Malaysian Judo Alliance. But all of the Thai teams are squeezing themselves up to the 10th place here. We're talking about Infinity. Still have 6 points gap between SLD and GD on 11 and 12.
I know, right? I was about to point that out as well. Like, yesterday we talked about like the Thai teams being on page 1. Like, one of them, Bacon Time that time, was on page 2, the only team. But today it's like, okay, despite whatever happened to the Infinity, they still, all of them, all 6 teams of them, we're talking about 6 teams here, all of them are on page 1. That is insane from the Thais. The Titanics are still in effect, and they are still the team to be feared upon.
That's kind of true. I mean, like, okay, just to recap again, we're talking about the placement and the slot going to PMGC, right? So Infinity and Bacon definitely already got it, but if we ended up with the top 5 with all the 6 of Thai teams. That makes it, maybe we're gonna have like what? 6 teams all going to PMGC of Thais if this keeps on going.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insane. That's insane. I mean, like, Buram haven't gotten a slot yet.
Yeah.
They might actually have a shot at this.
I know, right? Could be. I mean, looking at how they're performing, they're looking good right now to make their PMGC debut. So do keep an eye on Buriram as well. And imagine the other players other than Kingzo, right? Like it's their first time at C, and then it's going to be their first time immediately inside of a PMGC. It's crazy coming in from Buriram United. And yeah, I mean, as a brand as well, Buriram United, they make their debut inside of this stage, and if they can go far, can go all the way. An amazing story, Cinderella story basically.
Well, they can. At this stage, as long as they keep this going for the next 12 weeks, it feels very easy for them to get themselves the slot that they needed. But just now, the circle was, when it comes to the urban warfare, or sort of a circle that comprises a lot of buildings, it's really hard for the players to just pinpoint where the exact location of the enemies, because of the corners of the building. There's so many windows to pick upon, and also there's so many walls in between. In this case, I mean, like, FaZe is just almost impossible to win this one. There's a huge wall in between. The only way in is either climb over or just going the other way around, and they definitely kind of secure this one. Like, if they lost this one, bro, I have nothing else to say. Like, today has been really crazy for Infinity, and I just hope it didn't impact the other teams to have that sort of performance.
But the fact that Lycan could get that 1 point out of that fight was considered very good.
Yeah,
it was really.
It's good.
Yeah, there's no way that he could fight all 3, because just look at the opening. Like, one person goes up to the top flank, and one person on the bottom flank, and one person is shooting from behind. There is no way that he's gonna get out of that. Even if he can get another one knock, because of the flank, he will shoot from behind. Anyway, like, it needs to reload, then it's impossible for him to actually counter back. But you know what? We gotta thank our official smartphone partner, that is Realme. Man, this is the GT Neo 3 that comes together with a MediaTek Dimensity 8100 5G chipset and a dedicated display chipset. What an amazing phone this is, right, bro? But it comes in 2 different colors as well. And our official live stream partner, TikTok, hashtag #BeTheOne TikTok Challenge. Follow our official PubG Mobile page, PubG Mobile Official, PubG Mobile Esports.my, PubG Mobile Esports.sg, and PubG Mobile Official PH. And while we're heading to dinner, don't forget, you guys can grab your own dinner as well through our official food delivery partner, that is Grab. 50% off Grab food order, promo code PUBG, only for new users. Terms and conditions apply.
It just shows that we're gonna head into our dinner break after this. So don't forget your code for the Grab code, okay? But see you guys in a minute. We're gonna head over to next Mirama map, but we're gonna hit the break for a bit. See you guys in a couple more.
Chúng ta lại gặp nhau rồi. Cảm giác được mời thẳng vào mùa này với tư cách là nhà vô địch mùa trước chắc không phải ai cũng hiểu được. Vậy nên mục tiêu của chúng tôi thì cũng đơn giản thôi, bảo vệ sự vô địch.
เรื่องนั้นมันก็หลายเดือนมาแล้วนะแต่ได้ข่าวว่าพวกนายเกือบไม่ได้แชมป์ในรายการเวียดนามทำคะแนนเท่ากับอันดับที่ 2แล้วยังจะมีหน้ามาบอกว่าจะรักษาแชมป์เอาไว้เนี่ยนะ
Brother, I advise you all to be more realistic, set small goals like us, something like getting first place for 4 weeks straight.
Hai boy, kita ketemu lagi ternyata. Waktu liga kemarin kelihatannya gampang banget ya untuk menang. Sekarang kita ketemu di sini, yuk pasti udah gak hike lagi nih.
ทีมของพวกนายอ่ะมาเพื่อล้างแค้นแต่ทีมของผมอ่ะมาเพื่อทวงคืนเกียรติอยู่ต่างหาก
Korang tak payah beri lah. Si spring lepas pun saya tak nampak korang. Kali ni korang rasa korang boleh ke?
ทีมของพวกนายเข้ามาได้2 ครั้งอ่ะอย่าพูดมากเลยรอกินกระสุนในสนามดีกว่า
Seingat gua di aturan nggak ada poin buat tali sejarah deh. Kalian percaya diri banget ya. Gua jadi nggak sabar lihat muka kalian waktu aku kalahin.
รอบนี้มีทีมไทยเข้าร่วมทั้ง 6 ทีมแค่นี้ก็ดูออกแล้วป่ะว่าภูมิภาคไหนแข็งแกร่งที่สุด
Mùa này có nhiều đội hơn thì đã sao? Mùa trước Thái Lan cũng 5 team nhưng nhà vô địch vẫn là DX đấy thôi.
Tapi peluang korang untuk kali ni nak juara 1/16 terlalu nipis lah.
This Garena a bit overconfident, but no matter where you go, I will make sure you guys have the backdrop of big option there.
ทุกคนเนี่ยคิดว่าดูไฮเป็นเด็กอัจฉริยะแต่พวกผมไม่คิดอย่างนั้นนะพวกผมเองอ่ะก็เป็นตัวแทนประเทศไปเจอในสนามดีกว่า
Don't stress so much. Losing to us is actually not that embarrassing.
Gue yang di akhir gue tutup ya. Kalian semua tim teratas dari setiap region. Kata-kata tauntingnya juga udah gue dengar semua. Gue tunggu kalian semua di PMGC.
Dear PubG Mobile players, welcome to the new version. In this video, let's take a look at the game's new and improved social system. In the new version, we fully upgraded the gifting system. An even greater array of awesome gifts are now available. First, we've added popularity rankings and clout value. This measures an individual's generosity by how many gifts they send to other players. As a player's clout ranking increases, they'll unlock prestigious rank perks. Go see which of your friends is the most generous. In this update, we've added Guardian Gifts. Guardian Gifts last for team-up reservations. This will allow players teaming up in the lobby to quickly send common messages. Try it for yourself. These are all the major improvements to the social systems in this update. There is more content for players to explore in the game. If you want to learn more, follow our official PubG Mobile community. Winner, winner!